When it comes to manifesting, circumstances truly do not matter at all. In fact, circumstances can change in an instant and you don't even have to do anything for them to change. When you understand why circumstances don't matter when it comes to manifesting, manifesting will become so easy and enjoyable for you and so fast that you will wonder how you managed to ever struggle with it. And this is exactly what I'm going to help you do in this video. Truly get why circumstances do not matter so that manifestation can become child's play for you. What's up, my beautiful superheroes? Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi. I'm Scarlett Grace, I'm a manifestation coach, and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. In this video, we're going to talk about circumstances and why they don't matter. I keep saying that in many of my videos, circumstances don't matter, circumstances don't matter. This is something that you hear a lot, but many of you feel that the specific circumstances that you're in have something special. You're just looking at your circumstances and go like, okay, I know circumstances don't matter, but those circumstances, I literally cannot see a way of how they could change to my benefit. So maybe in my case, circumstances matter, right? Wrong. Circumstances do not matter in your case either. Your circumstances, your negative circumstances are not special, baby. Your negative circumstances are just like anybody else's circumstances, and they're all irrelevant. You can manifest what you want anyway. Your circumstances aren't even making it more difficult for you to manifest, no matter how bad they look. In this video, I'm going to talk about exactly why circumstances don't matter, because when you understand why they don't matter, when it really clicks in your mind, then any manifestation becomes easy for you. And all that resistance, all that fear that it may not happen or that it's going to take a long time, it all just poofs and disappears. But before we jump into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any video that could change your life. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person, as well as a free 5-day challenge that will help you remove any blocks you have around a specific manifestation so that you can get it faster. And if you need some extra help or my personal advice for your situation, coaching is open. You can find the links for all of those things in the description below. So let's talk about circumstances and why they don't actually matter. The reason circumstances do not matter in manifestation is because you are not manifesting changing your current circumstances. Yup, you heard that right. What you're doing when you're manifesting isn't changing the current circumstances. I know it looks like it or it feels like it, but that's not what you're doing when you're manifesting. Here's how it actually works. So there are infinite different versions of reality. And what you're experiencing, what your current circumstances are, is just one version out of billions and billions of versions of how things could have gone up until now. So your current circumstances are just one version of reality. Now, when you're manifesting, what you're doing is not changing those specific circumstances. What you're doing when you're manifesting is you move to a different timeline where the circumstances have changed, where the situation is the way you want it to be. So when you're manifesting, you're not looking to force your current circumstances to change. No, it may look like that because we move from reality to reality all our lives. And because of how our brain is wired, we think that we stay in the same reality, that there's just one reality and it's linear. But that's not how it works. That's the reason you don't understand that you jump timelines all the time, because you've been doing it your whole life without knowing it. It doesn't happen in a big Hollywood way, like a portal opens and you walk through and you find yourself in a completely different world. It doesn't work like that. There's nothing cinematic about it. It's just so smooth and so natural for all of us that you don't usually realize when you shift from one reality to another. You keep doing it many times a day for many different circumstances and conditions and things that you want to manifest. You shift realities based on your thoughts, your feelings, and what you believe. So if, for example, there is something negative in your day and you have been stressed about it, you're currently in a reality where this thing is wired not to go so well. But if something happens during the day that makes you feel better and you're suddenly like, oh well, that's not so bad, I don't think it's going to be that difficult after all. Now, circumstances have not changed. What changed is what you had in your mind about that specific situation, what you expect from it. Then you shift realities, and then you experience that situation going much better than you expected, and you're like, it wasn't so difficult after all. But the circumstances didn't change. The difficulty of the situation didn't exactly change. You shifted realities, so you had a version of that situation that was easier for you to handle, or it wasn't so scary anymore. And that's why you experienced it differently than you originally expected it. We jump from timeline to timeline multiple times a day. It's completely natural, and we don't understand it when it happens. We don't really feel the shift from one reality to another usually. So the reason circumstances don't matter is that you're not affecting the current circumstances. You don't have to find a way to change them. You don't have to do anything about them actually. You have something that you want. That's the end result that you want. Maybe it's a specific job. Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it's to win the lottery. Maybe it is a specific car. Maybe you want a specific person. And you feel that all the circumstances are against you. And the reason you get stressed is because you feel that you need to figure out how to change those circumstances, because your mind says, based on those circumstances, it's extremely unlikely or even impossible that I could ever have what I want. And that's the only reason those negative circumstances persist so much and for so long. Because you focus too much on them, thinking it is your job to do something about them. Like, I need to make the circumstances better or I will not get my desire. No, you don't need to do anything about the circumstances. You just need to jump timelines, and those negative circumstances are over there in that other timeline that's not where you are. So who cares how they are? Maybe they will never resolve themselves. But it's not your reality anymore, so you don't have to bother with them. That is why they're completely irrelevant to your situation. They do not even belong in the same world as where you are going to be when you get your desire. And all you have to do to shift from the reality you are in right now over there to where your desire is already yours is to start thinking and feeling as if your desire is already yours instead of trying to resolve the circumstances. I want you to imagine this for me. Imagine that your life is like a movie. Now, if your life is a movie and you are the one who calls the shots, that means that you are the person who writes the script of your life. You're also the person who directs that movie. You decide how things get to play out. And you're also the star of the movie. You star in this movie. You are the center of this movie. You are the actor playing the central role in that movie. But there's one role that is not yours. It doesn't belong to the human you incarnated here. The role that is not yours is the role of the producer. You don't get to decide where the money comes in. You don't get to decide how to resolve production issues. So your circumstances that are negative are like production issues. The issues with production, the how to resolve the problems, is literally not your job. And if you try to get involved there, what you're doing is you're messing things up because that's not your area of expertise. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. The production part of the movie is your subconscious mind's job. It knows how to orchestrate everything perfectly. It knows how to move you to the timeline you want, where everything, production-wise, is set perfectly for you to have what you want. It's not your job to do it. It's not your job to resolve anything. And because it's not your job, you don't know how to do it. And by focusing on the problems and trying to resolve them, you're just messing things up for yourself and you delay your manifestation. And because I know that this sounds kind of vague to some of you that want very specific examples, I want to give you a very specific example of how manifestation works when it comes to circumstances. So imagine that your end result, the manifestation that you want, is a piece of clothing, maybe a pair of jeans that you ordered online, and you wanted those jeans in a specific size, in a specific color, and a specific design. So when the package arrives, you open it only to discover that the jeans inside the package are the wrong size and the wrong color. Only the design is right. So those problems, wrong size, wrong color, are your negative circumstances. Now, what you're doing when it comes to manifesting is looking at that pair of jeans and despairing and being like, oh my God, it's the wrong color. I don't even know if I can dye those jeans to be in the right color. Like, how do you even do this? It's very hard. And I wanted the jeans to be light blue, and those are almost black, so it's impossible to lighten up the color enough. And oh my God, this is a nightmare. How do I change it? And how do I actually manage to bring those jeans 3 sizes down because they're way too large and not ruin them? Oh my God, I wanted those jeans so much and everything is messed up and that's impossible to fix. I don't know how to fix this. Is this how you would handle a case of ordering a pair of jeans and getting the wrong size and the wrong color? Because I wouldn't. You know what I would do? And I'm pretty sure that's what you would do too. I would just repackage that pair of jeans, ship it back, and send an email saying, hey, you sent me the wrong size and the wrong color. And then I would just go about my day, not thinking about the jeans, because the thing that I needed to do, I did it. I chose the right color, the right size. It's not my business to fix that issue with that pair of jeans. And I would just wait, and a few days later I would have the pair of jeans I ordered in the right size, in the right color. You are not the producer. You don't have to take that pair of jeans and make alterations to it to get it to what you want it to be just because you got the wrong order. You just decide to send it back. That's like the shifting timelines bit. And then you find yourself with a correct pair of jeans. And you know what? Not even the company that sold you those jeans are actually trying to change the circumstances, trying to change the size of that pair of jeans, change the color of that pair of jeans. They're not doing that. They're not messing with the circumstances either. You know what they're doing? They're choosing a different pair of jeans, which is the one you actually ordered, and shipping it to you. Just like you don't have to fix the circumstances, you just have to choose a different timeline where the circumstances and the thing you want are exactly the way you want them to be. Don't look at your negative circumstances and be like, but you know, those are truly wrong and they truly cannot change. You don't get how difficult this is. I know they're wrong. That's why they're called negative circumstances. Otherwise, they wouldn't be called negative circumstances. And I know it's extremely difficult to change them in many cases. I know, I get it. Just like it's extremely difficult to change the size and the color and other details of the wrong pair of jeans. I get it, believe me. I know that you have reason to feel bad, but you don't have to fix the circumstances just like you don't have to fix that pair of jeans. So whenever you find yourself obsessing over the negative circumstances, thinking that it's impossible to change them, just remember, I don't have to change them. I'm just shipping them back and going to that other timeline where I have what I want, just like I would ship back a pair of jeans, and 3 days later, at most, I would have the correct pair of jeans. That's all. I don't even have to spend any time during my day trying to figure out how the company is going to do it. I don't. They just send me the correct pair of jeans. I don't have to figure out how my subconscious mind is going to change the circumstances. Not my business, and I'm not even changing the current circumstances. I'm just jumping over there where the circumstances are already different. Just like the new pair of jeans that they send as a replacement, it's already made. They didn't make it just for you after you complained about having received the wrong order. It was somewhere in some warehouse and they just grabbed it, packaged it, and sent it to you. Exactly like that, the reality that you want, where your end result is already yours, you're not making it from scratch. It's already made, already waiting for you on that other timeline. And if you focus on feeling and thinking and imagining that it's already yours right now, not sometime in the future, but right now, you just jump in that other reality that way, and bam, it's yours. I hope this example made it clear for you how and why circumstances don't matter. If it helped you understand this concept, then share this video with a friend or anybody else who may need this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.